Hello friends, welcome to another video. Today's review is Onyx and Ivory by Mindy Arnett. A little higher so you guys can see that nicely. I love the tree and just the dark ground, and then the white tree is a nice contrast there. My copy got a little wet. It's a little water damaged, but that's okay. It's still good. I will read the back for you guys. They call her Traitor Kate. It's a title Kate Brighton inherited from her father after he tried to assassinate the High King of Rhyme. Cast out of the nobility, Kate now works for the Royal Courier Service. Only the most skilled ride for the relay, and only the fastest survive. For when night falls, the night drakes, deadly, flightless dragons, come out to hunt. Fortunately, Kate has a secret edge. She is a wilder, born with forbidden magic that allows her to influence the minds of animals. And it's this magic that leads her to a caravan massacred by drakes in broad daylight. The only survivor, Corwin Tormain, the son of the king, her first love, the boy she swore to forget after he condemned her father to death. With their paths once more entangled, Kate and Corwin must put the past behind them to face this new threat and an even darker menace stirring in the kingdom. So this is obviously, I guess, lovers to enemies to lovers again. I would call this one good for 14 plus. It's not really spicy. There's only one heavy makeout scene in it. The plot is very interesting. The main characters are obviously Kate and Corwin. Corwin's older brother Edwin, Corwin's best friend Dal, and then Kate's friends Signe and Bonner. Signe is from another province that doesn't have magic, another country that doesn't have magic, but they have the secret for the recipes for gunpowder. And Bonner is a blacksmith. He's also, I already forgot the word for it. A wilder. Bonner is also a wilder, and he can manipulate metal. So that's why he's a gunsmith. Blacksmith. And then there's Master Wraith and Maestra Vikas, and they are magists. They do other magic. The difference between magists and wilders is wilders have magic in them, and they can usually manipulate something else, say one of the elements or something like that, where magists do spells and put magic into things like stones and jewelry to hide things and like make shields and things like that. Then we have Master Store and Minister Reddenborn, who are on the council, the castle that help out Edwin and Corwin to run the country. So obviously there are dragons, but they're not dragons. They describe them as like the size of a bear, probably like a larger bear, like a grizzly bear or polar bear. And they don't fly. And in the book, at the start, they only come out at night. And then there's a new threat where a bunch of them start coming out during the day. Corwin is trying to get to the bottom of it, because obviously a bunch of them attack him and his party, and some attack his brother later, and his brother survives, and they start attacking other small communities, other towns, other places, and they're trying to figure out who's behind it. The main thing, though, is that there was there's a very big war, and they have outlawed wilders because they feel like it's harder to control them and control their magic. And they can do things like, sure, a magus can like poison you, but like a wilder can take the air from your lungs or make your blood boil or like make the ground collapse out from under you. Like, it's a different kind of magic, and people who don't have it are afraid of it. So, of course, when you're scared, you ban it. And then there's a group of magists who go out trying to find wilders and capture them. And they say that they kill them, which is horrifying because they don't worry if you're a kid or not. If you're like a 10-year-old boy that is a wilder, they'll arrest you and do horrible things. So the main plot of the book is obviously trying to find more peace in the world, and there's a little bit of a battle, mental battle and contest between Edwin and Corwin to see who is going to be the next king, because it's not automatically the eldest, and if there's two or more siblings that could become a ruler, there's a special trial, the Uror. I can never say that right. The Uror, Uror, or Er. Anyway, destined by the gods, and they go through a series of trials to see who is more worthy to be a proper leader. So there's that going on, and it's them trying to save the Wilders, and there's a rebellion called the Rising that gets blamed for things that they didn't do, and all sorts of twists and turns and interesting things. The whole book is written in third person, and it jumps back and forth between Kate and Corwin's point of view, which I really enjoyed. Parts of it did feel predictable, like it's fairly classic political turmoil that happens in these kind of books. You do get to see the characters develop and grow. They do give us a little tiny bit of backstory for Kate and Corwin when they were younger, so we learn about that. And obviously there's a whole bunch of smaller characters, like Bonner's father is involved, and there's some more we meet more of the Wilders who are part of the Rising as well. Obviously romance, but not heavy romance. This one didn't really give me too many strong emotions, but I still really enjoyed the read. I could compare it to other books of a similar genre where they're trying to right wrongs, sort of like From Blood and Ash with Jennifer L. Armentrout, except not as spicy. Jennifer writes super spicy books. It kind of reminded me of Destiny of the Sword by Dave Duncan. That's an old story back from the 70s or 80s, but to me it's a classic fantasy about overcoming I'm at a loss for words today. Overcoming labels. That's not right. Class, like slavery and people who are better than other people. I am at a loss for words today, guys. I am so sorry. What was the other series I read recently that it reminds me of? The Trader's Kingdom, Trader's Kiss. That series is very familiar, very similar as well. Why can't I remember the other one? I'm looking for it on my shelf, and when I spot it, do I even own it? Warstorm, Avyard, Victoria Avyard's series. It's kind of partially hidden, that's why I can't tell you. It's behind the pink gnome that's on the shelf right there. That's where it's sitting. Anyway, yeah, I would give this book in particular 3 out of 5 stars. Good book, good writing, likable characters. The plot was good, different, but it didn't really stand out to me as like overly different from other plots in the same kind of books. Not necessarily a page turner, but I did highly enjoy it, and I really liked it, so I will recommend it to people. I suggest you read it. Onyx and Ivory by Mindy Arnett. I will mention it is book 1 of 2 So I will be putting the link in the description box below for the review for book 2 once I have done it. I am still reading the book. I did like the way this one ended for the conflicts that are in it. Now, it did leave a bunch unanswered, obviously, because there's another book. But this one wrapped up nice with leading to the fact that there will be a second book. Yeah, check it out. Onyx and Ivory by Mindy Arnett. I hope you enjoyed that review. Please like and subscribe and say hi to Levi, just hanging out in the background there, watching out the window, having a little nap. I will see you guys all in the next video.